Hi everyone, I'm Oni. Welcome to Masks Halcyon Australia, the Gauntlet Session 11. And we're gonna do stuff, I guess. Stuff. I'm the TM who does things, and here are my players who are going to introduce themselves.
I'm Blacksmith Parks, playing the Bull Playbook. Go!
Jesus. I'm Noctis and I'm playing Ryan Reed / Prodigy from the Legacy Playbook.
I'm Janine. I play as Nigella or Elvin Blue from the Outsiders Playbook.
And Ilis, and I'm going to play the GM today. No, just kidding. I'm Alice Valentine with the Janus Playbook.
Okay, so since we know who had the most excitement last session, we're gonna have Noctis do the recap.
Oh god. Okay. So Thursday we went searching for the Minotaur because he was lost. Nigella scared a truck driver, apparently. We found the Minotaur in a hospital. He's doing fine, I think. They took out of his horns, though.
And tail.
Alice came over to the Reed's household for dinner, and it was awkward and weird, just as everyone thought it would be. Ryan and his dad went to the sanctuary thing and met Jacob Mayer, and it was also really awkward and weird. And I think that's it.
Oh gosh. Okay, so things that weren't talked over. Well, Reynolds is probably fine, but tried to stand up and fell over because his foot was completely paralyzed. One of his legs was paralyzed. So yeah, and he had to be flushed out of the toxin in his system, which was a neurotoxin, presumably from whoever bit him, which is also presumably Croctor. He hasn't really talked about it yet. Jacob also revealed. Well, Ryan actually went to Jacob first alone during dinner, and then actually took his father along. Yes. Jacob revealed that he knows that his father and grandfather is Marvel, and also knows that Ryan gained new powers. And when Marvel actually went to meet him, he was extremely angry that, Ryan told everyone. But thankfully, Alice had a plan of putting a phone on record in Ryan's pocket, which videographed the entire thing. And yeah, everyone copied that to their phones just in case, and Marvel took the footage flew over to Aegis in an attempt to figure out who this guy is, and that's basically what happened. And the last scene was Sarge meeting the other Dicer people and stuff. All right, cool. So today's session is gonna start on Friday, the next day, which is 23rd of March this year. Yeah. The Before we start though, Alice sent out a text on Thursday night about certain stuff. So you do the thing.
Okay, Alice will send out a text to everyone saying, just to advise, since Minotaurus' communicator came up missing, it's possible our radio traffic is going to be monitored. So if we're going to say anything that we need to quietly, maybe text it. And Alice is going to try to work on that actually tonight to see if she can send out basically flash the software and see if she can put a new encryption out there that won't be able to be monitored from the same channel.
All right, cool. So that does actually sound like a roll. So why don't we open up all the things? And let's see what kind of roll that would be. That is your intelligence, so it's probably a superior roll. So do me a roll with a no modifier. Yeah. Okay.
Oh Jesus.
Nice.
Congratulations. You think you have, well, obviously you think you've done this, but you're like fairly confident in your own abilities that you flashed the entire, network, your little close network. And if anyone was listening in on the missing comm, they're probably not. That you're like really confident in that, like 100%.
And also, so she'll send out a copy of the AI just so the AIs can be in there if we need to, if that's okay.
The AI is going to be where?
Send out a copy of the AI so it can run inside the communicator if it's needed.
In everyone's communicator?
Yeah. Is that okay?
Is there that much CPU power in the communicators?
Yeah. Okay. Fair. Probably not. All right.
Oh, okay. I mean, you can have the AI be on the on your suit, constantly monitoring the network for any intrusion, but being in everyone's communicator is kind of blah.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's okay. That's understandable.
so is that it for Thursday night? I guess Nigella gets it when she's probably hanging out in the hospital waiting room. Are you staying in the hospital with Jake, or are you going home to the Park household?
I'll be staying at the hospital and go home early in the morning.
Okay, sure. Alright, so let's move on. And Ryan got it at night. Ryan got it at night. You know, he just got it and stuff. And well, we don't know if Reynolds got it because he's out cold and asleep. So okay, and his phone isn't with him right now. All right. So moving on to Friday, and I actually wrote down. Don't forget super cool intro and outro scene. So I'm constantly reminded myself to not to forget that. So I'm doing that. Okay. So it's dawn. The sun is rising over the sea because it's the east is towards the sea and stuff. Okay, so as the sun is rising over the sea, the camera of the episode starts and starts at the hospital and heads over the city from going from north to south. Okay, so it zooms into the hospital a little bit, shows Nigella kind of like leaving the hospital and heading towards the Park household. Does that sound like a time when she would head for home?
Yes.
All right, cool. As sunrise happens, as the camera flies over the Duncan residence, which is Alice's home, it shows a car pulling in and a very
Al?
what?
Nothing.
Over the Duncan residence and shows a car pulling in and a very sleepy and tired looking Ashley, who is Alice's mother, stepping out of the car and yawning, heading towards the home. She basically spent the night working at Aegis. Right. Moving on, the camera zoomed forward onto the quiet Reed's residence. Everyone is asleep. None of the lights are on, etc. It flies over the North Halcyon High School, shows the janitors working and sweeping the ground and stuff. Flies over the burnt Tynot residence, where it shows Detective Torres at the scene working around this early in the morning. It flies into downtown, zooms past Mistress Hex's window as she opens it in a nightgown and a coffee mug. Her eyes are still, as bright and blue as ever, but she appears to be, yawning. It zooms across various parts of the city. A bus leaves, a train leaves. It shows Marvel on patrol over the city. Um, it flies over the airport, shows some planes landing, some planes taking off. It zooms through Stellar Labs, shows Matricia taking off on the roof, shows Dr. Stellar sleeping in a table next to a window in her lab gown. The camera finally reaches, the Aegis facility, zooms into the Aegis Digital Research Lab, which is, the lab where Donna took Alice in to do the printing thing. And it shows Shadowmere, Donna, some Aegis personnel, this guy. Let me show you this guy. Where are you, guy? Guy. Okay, guy. Guy, what is your name? I forgot your name. Guy, damn it. Damn it, guy. Okay, I remember. Alright. No, no, not yet. Not yet. Let me write down your name first. Kiko. And show to players. Okay. Everyone sees that, hopefully.
Yes.
Alright, cool. And that guy, Alexei, Shadowmere, Donna, a bunch of Aegis personnel, some workers, some scientists types, and Cybersylph. They're all surrounding a table on which Shadowmere's phone is hooked up to a bunch of oscillator-like equipment and stuff. And yeah. Alright, so basically what happens, Cybersylph kind of, prepares herself, does kind of little... oh my god. Does kind of little stretches, and she dives into the phone's, USB connector drive thing. Yes, she does the Matrix dive. Well, I mean, she physically dives into the phone, not through the screen, through the, wire connector thing. Yep. And okay, a few minutes pass. Okay, a few minutes pass, and then a bunch of notification sounds start playing. Like the phone is receiving all the missing texts and calls and emails and everything that it missed out on. While all these notifications, they're kind of overwhelming, but it's not too loud because the volume is set kind of low. Like a voice starts, a scream of agony and pain starts low and then increases in volume, louder and louder and louder. It is Cybersylph's voice, and she is screaming in pain from inside the phone. And it becomes so loud that it completely drowns out the notification sound. And then suddenly it just stops with a little bit of arc coming out of the phone speakers. The phone starts arcing, and all the machines that are hooked up to the phone shows dangerous levels of voltage, warning, network security breach, etc, etc, etc. All that shows. Donna immediately goes into panic mode and starts cutting all the devices, like disconnecting all the devices from the phone. And as she gets the last device out, the phone starts arcing more and more until it just stops. A burnt smoke comes out of the phone and it just spits out Cybersylph. And Cybersylph lands on the floor, slumps down with her head down, and doesn't move. Completely silent. And everyone is worried. Shadowmere goes to approach and to touch Sylph, asking, Sylph, are you alright? And Donna says, no, wait, don't touch her. Alexei, can you give me a baton? And Alexei hands her his baton, and she, stretches the baton, and pokes the slumped body of Cybersylph. As she pokes it, she kind of jerks her head upward and starts screaming again. And this time, though, it is a scream of maliciousness as her head starts to morph into... where is that guy? Where is that guy? Into this cute-looking head. Is everyone seeing that?
Y- Uh,
Yes, but I prefer cyber self.
Yeah.
Good, good. Yeah, it starts screaming, and the scream is actually a malicious laughter. And as her head has completely morphed, and Shadowmere starts to, surround her in a shadow bubble when the Cyber Sylph's wings move and just beheads her like a guillotine. Her head kind of slumps next to the side, scream. Now it's still the malicious scream, but now it's screaming in agony. Oh, by the way, the scream was a little bit of a baritone than Cybersilp's voice that I forgot to mention. Anyway, it turns into a scream of agony again, but in a baritone this time, and then it just disappears because Cybersilp's body is a hologram-like thing, so it just as if like the hologram projectors are turned off and the head just disappears. Cybersilp's headless, silent body is now sitting on the floor of the Aegis lab. Shadowmere stops the
Okay.
shadow bubble, and everyone is scared that is she dead? Everyone asks her. Donna does the poking thing again. No response. It's just a hologram, headless body of Cyberself on the floor. No movement whatsoever. And then suddenly, her head starts to regenerate. And it regenerates in a few seconds, and she's just gasps into life and like, oh, that was close. I don't want to do that again. And Donna asks, what happened? Who was that guy? Cybersilk says, that is called Cybercrawler. It's a it's a it's an entity that somehow came to life on the internet, and it's trying to take over the internet. I have no idea why, but you, Shadowmere, all of your online accounts were hacked by Cybercrawler. Cybercrawler doesn't generally target individuals, so I have no idea why it was attacking, like selecting you particularly. So all of your online presence everywhere, your Facebook, your Twitter, your 3 email accounts, including the one you made 2 decades ago, all of them were hacked. And I couldn't delete it because I knew the crawler would. Crawler had traps set out, so if I tried to delete the crawler's presence, it would take me over. So I did the next best thing. Yep, AOL, LinkedIn, even the defunct MySpace and GeoCities page.
Oh no, the
I
Tinder.
okay. Yes, that is the question, isn't it? So anyway,
Yes.
CS just says, Shadowmere says, so what happened? Did you manage to? Cyberself says, no, I couldn't fix it, so I had to do the next best thing. I deleted everything. Your entire online presence, every single site you've ever logged into, including your social security number and your database registration in the Australian government as a citizen, your voter card, everything has been
Oh
deleted.
gosh.
You legally do not exist anymore outside of the Aegis secured mainframe database. No PC is listening to this. This is just a scene that none of the PCs have access to. It's just a cool scene that I'm doing because it's just you're like the players are knowing stuff more than their PCs. Yes, metagaming knowledge. Don't use it. Anyway, so and even that was dangerous for me. Cyberself continues as the crawler did put a malicious code into me, and it was taking over me. So I had to leap out of the phone. Sorry, I had to damage your entire phone to do it. It managed to slow it down, but it was still within me. So I had to kind of trick it into aiming for the head before I chop it off. I do not recommend it. And Alexei says, how are you still alive if you chopped off your head? I used a restore point. Oh, what? Alexei goes, and Sylph just face palms. How can I explain a restore point to fully analog people like you? It's a digital thing. I can't explain it. Okay? It's just what I can do. I can restore myself to a previous save, basically. A backup of sort, if you will. A save point, yes. So anyway, anyway, Cyberself says, so, Shadowmere, I'm really sorry to say this, but since you're targeted by the crawler, I have a feeling if you try to make any more accounts until the crawler is until we figure out somehow to distract or stop the crawler from targeting you, it's just gonna take over, hack your account again. So I'd really suggest to stay how you are as a non-person for the time being. I'm sorry. A legal non-person, yes. I mean, like, Shadowmere still exists in the Aegis secure database, but not like anywhere else ever. So okay, that is where the scene ends, and we move back to the hospital to see Reynold waking up.
Oh,
Reynold, you find yourself in the wait, I need to add the name for the cybercrawler.
yeah, I was already awake, right? I was already conscious. I just went back to sleep because I was hooked up to the machines.
Yes, well, no, I mean you slept through the night and now it's morning
Yeah, okay.
and you're now waking up. I don't know what time it is. It's like something. You find yourself in a general ward, in the general ward again. You see Jake on a chair next to you napping. What do you do?
I guess, I don't know. Do I want to stand up? Probably not.
Do you want to?
I guess I just kind of go back to sleep for a while.
You feel more refreshed than yesterday, so you can. What time is it? I don't know. It's after like sunrise. Let's say an hour after sunrise, maybe like early morning, 6:37 ish. I guess maybe 6. I don't know. It's earlier than Reynolds generally wakes up, so let's say 6.
Wait, no. Reynolds wakes up at 6:30.
Yeah, so it's like a little earlier, so it's 6 right now, 6 a.m.
Okay.
So you do feel more refreshed since you've had a good rest, so you can try to stand up if you want to. I mean, I have nothing against you trying.
Okay, I'm trying to stand up then.
Okay, you stand up. Your feet are fine. It's still a bit like,
Numb, I guess.
yeah, it's a bit numb. That's the thing. Like your feet was numb from not use, but now the feeling is coming back. So it's that feeling of the numbness going away and the feeling returning. Oh dear. It's kind of painful in that regard, but it's like not paralyzed at least. So yeah.
Hmm.
Yes, pins and needles. There we go. There we go.
So
But
I
other than
guess
that,
I
you feel fine. You feel strong as before. You don't feel too many weakness that you had the previous day due to the poison running its course. But otherwise, you feel fine.
What about the other knee? Can I look around, I guess?
Yeah,
Look around in more detail.
yeah. You're in the general ward. There are like about a dozen beds in the room, with some of them empty and some of them full. Let's say there are like 3 other patients. All of them are asleep. Some of them have like one of them has guest next to them. They're also asleep. Like you have Jake next to you who's napping. You see the time, it's 6 a.m.
Okay, can I open news? But before that, I kind of make sure it's actually at low volume.
You don't see the TV remote anywhere. It's the general
Damn
ward.
it.
It's the general ward. The nurses have the remote. It's not a separate room.
Do I really want to wake up Jake? He's probably just awake the whole night.
Just
Eh,
call for the nurse.
it's up to you.
Yeah, I give him a call for a nurse.
Button beside your bed.
Yes, there is an alarm next to your bed that you can press. I'm not
Oh
sure
yeah,
you.
where's Nigella, by the way? Where's Nigella?
Well,
No way home.
you don't see her, so you don't know where she is.
Yeah, I guess I'll call the call the nurse.
Okay, you use the button, I guess, or do you yell for a nurse?
Yeah, obviously the button.
Okay.
I'm civilized. I'm not barbaric.
Could have surprised me. Anyway, a nurse runs into the room and sees you up, and he's like, "Oh, okay. Are you all right? Is everything fine? I thought your father called because you were having some difficulty or something."
Well, I'm feeling better right now, I guess.
Okay. Let's see your vitals. And she quickly checks a look at you're still hooked up to all the machines, so quickly looks at the machines and he's like, well, your vitals are fine. How are your leg feeling? It was paralyzed yesterday.
A little numb, but it's okay now.
Okay. So he does he taps your leg, asks you, do you feel it here? Do you feel it there? You feel it, so you tell him, and he's like, okay, I'll call the doctor in charge and see what they think of it. All right, all right, I'll be right back. And he goes out. Okay, let's go to somewhere. I don't know. Let's stay here. Let's finish out the thing. What? 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 That's okay. Let's go. Let's have the doctor come in, and doctor is like, well, you seem to have a clean bill of health. Must be your super durability kicking in. Well, that's good for us. We can have this bed available for any new patients. Not that we have too many.
Alright.
Is your father? Would you mind waking your father so we can talk?
Yeah, sure. Then just kind of tap him on the shoulder, I guess. Tap Jake on the shoulder.
And Jake's like, no, Nigella, please, no, not my car. Don't plant trees in my car.
Oh, okay.
He's sleeping. He's obviously dreaming.
Yeah, I'll probably just kind of shake him now by that point.
No, my car. Oh, I'm sorry. So, yes. Oh, Ray, and he just gives you a hug. You're up. You're okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. And the doctor says Mr. Reynolds Park seems to be in perfect health, actually. So we asked him to wake you up so we can go over the financials and the release form. And Jake's like, oh, sure. And the doctor asks Jake to follow him and asks the nurse to disconnect all the machines from you and do a final checkup and let you be on your way. So about say 20 minutes, half an hour later, you're being discharged from the hospital with
Okay then.
with some prescription for painkillers if if you're in pain, but it's rather unlikely that you will be in, but just in case.
I'll probably just keep it in my pocket, I guess.
Well, Jake takes it.
Damn it.
And it's like, oh, okay. And do you say something to Jake as you follow him to the parking lot?
Nah, I just asked him where Nigella is.
He's like, I think she said she'll go home in the morning when sunrise happens. I just told her sure.
Also, I kind of knew you kind of dream talked, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah, you have a lot of anxiety about Nigella, don't you?
she was. I dreamt she was planting like plants all over my car, inside the carburetor. Who does that?
Yeah, I'll go talk to Nigella about it, I guess.
I mean, she hasn't done anything, but it scares me that she's a plant alien. I don't know what's gonna happen. Well, you do dig up the backyard a lot, but yeah. Okay, so as you step into the car, okay, and Jake now goes all serious. And what were you doing alone?
Sorry, what?
What were you doing all alone without your teammates around?
I guess I was just kind of felt I needed to be alone, I guess.
You
Just
could
think about what happened.
you could be alone somewhere safe, like in the city. You left the city. Nigella told me that you left the city in some sort of secluded beach north of town. Why? Did you
I
have
didn't
some
want to
kind of.
have the whole.
You wanted to have what?
I didn't want to have the whole Mrs. Hex shenanigan again. Shenanigan with Mrs. Hex, and I just want to be alone,
What did you
away
do?
from everybody else this time.
Wait, what did you do at Mr. Sex?
I guess it wasn't the same thing, but I was just making sure. I nearly blew up her apartment.
You nearly blew her apartment. How?
Something in me that happened. You don't need to worry about it now.
But still,
It's in
I
the
mean,
past.
like like Aegis already had all these breakouts. You knew these criminals were out on law, like you know, out and about. Why would you?
Well, I didn't know Proctor and Hydrosaurus Rex was out as well. I was just expecting just a random criminal, a nameless criminal coming out and fighting me.
And these are powered criminals. They all have powers. That's why they were locked up in Aegis. Ray, I know you think you're strong, but you are, but you're still a teenager. And these are adult criminals. They have way more experience than you. You might be strong, but they're also strong, and they have experience on their side. They can still beat you. And you need to realize that you have all these wonderful superhero friends who are out looking for you and like who have your back. So why won't you let them have your back?
I guess so.
And
I should
he
do
is
it.
shifting your labels. He is
What labels?
he is putting your superior down because you did a dumb thing, and
Spear
he
down.
is increasing your mundane.
Hold on. I did a derp with my label. Yes.
Superior down and
There you
mundane
go.
up.
Done.
Do you agree
Yep.
or not?
Agree.
Yeah, okay. Alright, superior down and mundane up. Yay! And he just like I could have lost you there, you know? If the toxin was a bit more powerful, you could have died. And he just sighs. He does the son, I am disappointed face. As he starts up the car and head towards home. Let's just go home and forget this happened. Hindsight 2020, am I right? All right. So that happened. Um, let's go to Nigella. Nigella, what are you doing?
Getting ready for school.
Okay. Cool. The oh man. Oh man. Okay. What else is everything doing? Is anyone
I guess,
doing
can I
anything?
go to school, I guess?
Are you
I think
feeling?
that I'm okay.
Yeah, are you asking that on the way to the house?
Yeah, I guess so. I
Are
guess
you
so.
are you feeling well enough for that? Like if you want to take the day off, I totally understand, but it's up to you.
No, I think I'm fine.
Okay. Okay, that's fine then. We'll go to the house, grab some quick breakfast, and get your bag and head to school. Okay. So, if anyone
Oh
has any,
yeah,
oh,
by the way, what happened to my phone?
right. I forgot about that. Your friends, your superhero friends, found your phone busted. Here it
Aw,
is. He takes it
aw.
out of his pocket. It's just busted in half, cracked glass everywhere, and it's it's in a plastic bag. He gives you the bag.
Can, can I just kind of temper and try to get the memory chip out, I guess, at least?
You actually see the memory chip. It's bisected.
Have it.
But not to worry. Your friend Valentine, she actually bought a phone for you and Nigella. Oh, good Lord, help us! For Nigella has a phone now. At least she won't be. At least she won't be taking your naked pictures on my phone. Jeez.
Uh,
Anyway, here you go. Your new phone.
quickly check if I have the numbers for them.
Yes, they are all loaded in. That you can see.
Okay, good. Just quickly text, hey.
You do see the message from last night that everyone be careful about the communicator things, and then the other message from Alice that she has flushed the communicator and they are probably safe now. You did send out a message like that, right?
Yep.
I'm sorry, Alice, I missed that.
I did send out a message like that. Now, let me ask you, do I have any spare communicators? I would think I would, but if you tell me no, I don't have any.
No, you probably have a few spares, yeah. I'd say you have like two spares on you at your home, and you probably have 2 or 3 more at the lab. That's still labs.
Okay. And then I'll flash the memory on those and I'll have it ready for the next time I see him.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine when you flashed, you just flashed for all of the communicators on the network.
All the ones except the one that's missing.
Yes, it still shows as offline. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, so you have your phone. So like if anyone has anything to do before school, you can tell me because I have nothing planned before school. But otherwise, we'll jump straight forward to school.
Honestly, I mean, if Flux responds to the text, can I do like a comfort over the phone? Because I have a feeling he's doesn't he have a whole bunch of stuff checked?
Oh yeah, he has 3.
I have angry, guilty, and hopeless.
So do you respond to the message, Flux, that they did rescue you?
What do you?
I would imagine Reynolds being a bit thankful.
Yeah, I guess so. Just quickly type there. Yeah, thanks everyone for looking out for me. I should probably be more careful in the future and actually tell you guys
Okay,
what I'm doing.
1 second. This actually, I'm just going to clarify if it is, but is it? Are you sharing a vulnerability or weakness with them?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm showing that I'm vulnerable without everyone else.
Okay, are you doing it to everyone or just a particular someone?
I mean, it's in text. It's probably everyone.
Well, I would say, who's responding? Alice is going to respond, right?
Yeah, Alice will respond.
All right, so I'm just saying, like, you can't do the move 3 times, but you can do it like 1 time with Alice, I guess. So it's under your team.
No.
It's under your team moves. So when you share a vulnerability or weakness with someone, give them influence and hold 2. Spend a hold to help them as if it were a team in the pool. So you have to remember this. I can do it in the turn order, so I'll just add 1 for you. All right. So I'm just gonna add a label. This is for bull hold, and the value is 2. Oh wait, no, 2. Okay. All right. I hope everyone can see that.
I can.
All right. So you give Alice influence. So Alice already had influence over you. So Alice gets to shift your labels immediately. Alice, you can do, like, you can shift all these levels except danger.
Okay, well, let's see. Let's bump it. Well, let's just undo what Jake just did. Give him a
Damn
superior.
it! I wanted the mundane.
You wanted the money. Well, I didn't know that.
Like, what does Alice, like, when in doubt, think about what the character thinks of the character.
Well, when in doubt, Alice usually reverts to trying to raise people's mundane because she wants to associate with them more. So it'd probably be mundane up and maybe, yeah, it might be superior down again.
And this is
I mean,
actually,
I don't really care. Superior. I have a move that gives me a question anyway for superior rolls.
okay. Sure. So you're okay with, I think you can't actually refuse this because this is because you gave them influence. So yeah. All right, cool. Now Alice can choose to comfort or support them if you want to.
And she will. She'll say, was really worried about you. Please, be careful. You're a huge part of the team, and we don't want to see you hurt or worse.
Just respond back, thanks.
You're
Respond back. Be
you're
grateful for.
you're going to have to roll the comfort or support. It's a mundane roll, Alice. Whoa. Okay. Uh,
Nice.
okay. So let's go by one. On a hit, they hear you. Do you open up to her, Reynolds?
Oh yes.
Okay. How do you open up?
Thanks for that. For that.
Thanks for saving
There.
me.
Thanks for looking out for me.
Thanks for. They didn't technically save you, but yeah, okay. All right. So okay. So you did open up. So you get to do one of marking potential, clearing a condition, or shifting labels.
Hold on, I get to mark potential anyway because he's my heart.
One by one by one. Let's do this first, then we'll do the other one.
I am clearing a condition.
Okay. So what are you clearing?
Hopeless or angry. Hopeless or angry. Hold on. Slash R.
How would
One,
Reynolds
two.
be after this comforter support? Would you be angry or would you remain hopeless?
Probably angry. Remove angry.
Okay. Remove angry. Okay. So that's that part done. Now on a 10 plus, you can also add a team to the pool or clear a condition on yourself, Alice.
Let's add one to the pool.
Okay, so the pool was 8. Each session I add 1, 9. So that's actually now 10. Yay! It's back to 2 digits, guys. Woo! Okay. All right. Okay, now let's go to the defender thing, the bull's heart. When your love or rival comforts or supports you, it's your rival, they did it, and mark potential when they roll a hit. So you get to mark a potential on your thingamabob. So your potential is now
Ye-
3, right? Yes.
Yep.
Alright. Brilliant. What is everyone posting? Okay. Alright. Yes, so yes, you have like 2 in the extreme. One of them doesn't matter because danger is locked, so you'll never have to worry about that again. So it doesn't matter if it's at 3. Okay, so Alice is rival though.
I know. I'm just wondering if that he
Oh,
might want to swap those sometime.
well, it's up to him. Yeah, he can swap them anytime you want. Oh, by the way, Flux, remember that you have 2 like temporary team of sort that you can only use to do the assist thing.
Okay.
Okay, so if you don't use it, those 2 are going to remain forever unused. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Okay, but you can only help Alice. Okay, let's move on. Alright, so is anything else before the school, or we'll jump straight to the school scene? Unless anyone is doing anything.
No, I think I'm good.
Alright.
Writing something on the fridge.
Oh my gosh, what are you writing in the fridge that Jake and Minotaurus returns to seeing you write? What are you writing with? A crayon?
Of course, in a piece of paper. Just, I'm going to school now.
They arrive and seeing you write that.
Ah, that's unfortunate. But I'll finish it and still stuck it in the fridge. And I'll include the flower and the sun on it.
Oh gosh. On a paper, but yes. Okay, so let's arrive at school, everyone.
Oh yeah, Annie, can I change my my hearts right now?
You can change them anytime you want to. Like literally
Okay,
anytime you want.
I'm turning Alice into my love and rival with Ryan.
Okay, 1 second. Let's change this now. All right. So your thingamabob, your Alice is your love now,
Yep.
and your
Alice
rival
is love
will.
and Ryan is rival.
Oh, okay. Gee, I wonder why. Okay, so that happens. You all arrive at school. Let's say you like it's a contrived coincidence that all 4 of you, well, uh, 2 of you come together, but um, Alice, Ryan, and Jake's car like enters the school almost simultaneously, and you all step out and see each other. A contrived coincidence everywhere. Woo!
Yay! I guess.
Do I see Lillian?
You don't see Lillian, no.
Wait, where is Nigella?
Next to you?
Oh,
Sitting
so
in
she
the
went
car.
with the car with us.
Yes.
I thought she went off to school on her own already.
Nigella, did you arrive to school in Jake's car, or did you fly here somehow?
I'll arrive at school at Jake's car.
All right. Okay. So yes, she is next to you, and you see Ryan in the distance, and you also see Alice. Nigella, you see Ryan and you see Alice, whom you do not know is Valentine.
Yes. Damn it.
But Reynolds does know that it's Valentine.
Uh-huh. Clenching my teeth.
Okay, as you enter the school is pretty much like talking about like wait, what are the things everyone talking about?
The picture.
Everyone is talking
The
about four things. Four things. Let's go over them one by one. The first is the obvious attack on Wednesday, and everyone is still, there's wild explanations on everyone's mouth that why Death Priestess is suddenly in Australia and etc. The second thing on everyone's mind is that the worldwide superstar superhero Solaris was here, and everyone is basically squeeing at this, at the thought that she was here in their school. It's amazing. Everyone's going nuts. Number three is the presence of two new heroes, Volter and Dovahkiin. And there are so many rumors about whether they're students or they're teachers or they're completely unrelated who were just nearby and just came to help. And
Cool.
Terry Brayton is basically surrounded by so many people. And everyone is thanking him, scooing over him, fanboying, fangirling, and he is completely flustered and frustrated at the attention.
gushing. He's gushing.
He's tired at having to deal with it. He already had to deal with the fact that he was one of the best bowlers on the school cricket team, and now now he has superpowers, and everyone is going crazy. And he just, god damn it. Dovahkiin has created a Twitter account and has been posting random, answers to questions people are asking him online. He actually took a picture as his first tweet that, yes, this is me, hi.
I'm following him on Twitter.
And everyone is and there are three rumors on Volter. Like, the most common rumor is that she is unrelated to either Captain Zap or Bald Lightning, but two other smaller groups of rumors suggest that she is the secret daughter of either Captain Zap or Bald Lightning. And it's like Rumorsville Central, okay? And add to that the latest thing, as all of you enter and see in the hallway on the TV monitor, is the picture of Ryan and Alice kissing.
They're jealous.
Oh my god.
And as it shows up and everyone notices Ryan and Alice entering and just does woo
I'm
and just
applauding.
claps, and just everyone claps so much. What do you four do?
I'm applauding.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna body block Ryan and Alice, I guess, from being surrounded.
Well, you can only block them from one side, and they're all being surrounded by the other side.
Stop it.
Like congratulating,
that.
like back patting, shoulder patting. Congratulations. We always knew you were perfect for each other and all that jazz. Just everyone is going crazy.
How is the picture plastered on the wall? Is it like a projector?
No, it's on the school hallway TV screen.
Oh, why is it on a TV?
Because it's part of the school news thingy.
Oh, and they jealous bolting to the whoever's projecting in the picture of to the TV.
Well, the TV is broadcasted from the broadcasting room.
Straight to the broadcasting room.
Okay, let's see what is happening on this side to the newly GF and BF. What are you doing?
I don't like people touching me.
What?
Alice. Oh, sorry.
I'm not liking the fact that people are apparently touching me.
They're patting you. They're
Nah.
congratulating you.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Well, too bad they're doing it.
Yeah, I know. I can't stop them either. Well, I mean, I could, but I shouldn't.
And
But I'm probably just pushing them out of the crowd, I guess. Just trying to be the actual friend right now.
Alice, what are you doing?
Well, at first her eyes are the size of saucers, and she says, "Oh my God, I thought she was kidding."
Why would she be kidding? She
I-
never jokes about this stuff.
Yes, she does. But I gotta get to class, and Alice is gonna hustle off. If you want to, you can probably slap her with insecure.
I mean, if you choose that, yes, anytime. You can choose to have any condition on you at any time. That is perfectly allowed.
Yeah, she's probably a little shaken up.
I'm probably gonna comfort her during recess, I guess.
Okay, you're heading towards class. Okay, Alice kind of, runs off blushing, and the girls and some of the boys just follow her. Someone approaches you, Ryan, from the side.
Oh, great.
It's Omar. It's Omar.
It's Omar. It's obviously Omar. And Omar just pats you on the back and pulls you and just, does the hair thing. Do you call that muss up your hair?
Okay, stop. Stop touching me, please.
Congratulations! And then he just whispers in your ear, hey, by the way, can you tell me if that kissing practice with your cat helped? What do you do?
Punch
Okay.
him. Punch him. Punch him.
No, I'm not gonna punch him. Not yet.
Step on his foot.
No, I'm just going. God, I'm not gonna punch him, but I'm gonna very forcefully push him away.
Shove him.
I'm gonna shove him.
Okay, you shove him and he kind of rolls back, but he's in such a happy mood he doesn't register that it was probably a bit stronger than the average human push.
Good.
He quickly grabs some of the wall and balances himself, and he just laughs uproariously. Basically, the word uproariously.
Yeah, I'm heading to class now. I'm ignoring him.
I probably follow suit.
Okay, and Nigella, you go to the broadcasting room. The door is closed.
I open the door.
It's locked from the inside.
Oh my God! Why is it locked? I knock on the door.
Turn to the ant and crawl under the door.
What?
Turn into an ant.
Well, she knocked it, so okay. Who is it? Girl's voice come from inside.
Change my voice to Mr. Park.
You can do that by transforming into him.
Can she just do partial transformation?
I'll just
Well, yes, you can do a partial transformation of his head, but then it'll be
weird.
Jake's head on her body. That's not creepy.
Just Jake's throat. Can you just do Jake's throat?
I do that.
Let's say you're going you can do that, but it'll still sound like you. So you need the head for the to actually look like it, to actually sound
I'll
like
just-
him.
I'll just say, could you open the door? Or just
Who is it?
who the wait, and then I'll turn to Mr. Park. I'll transform fully as Mr. Park.
There are students
Oh
around you.
dear. Oh dear.
Oh, okay. It's Nigella.
Oh, hey, it's Nigella. Oh, she's and you hear a voice that she's Minotaur's aunt. Yeah, she's Minotaur's aunt. Let's open it up. And inside you see Tanya, Lillian, and another kid, another student.
And I'll act like a concerned friend and say, um, do you really need to broadcast that?
Well, yeah, it's gossip. That's what the news is for.
Hey, who took that picture?
I did. Lillian just raises her hand, very pleased with herself.
Up to her and shake her hand. Congratulations, that was nice.
And
Great.
everyone starts laughing.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to class now, but I gotta see Ryan's face.
Oh man. Oh, by the way, one thing. Does Lillian knows that Nigella is secretly Elven Blue, right? I forget.
No.
No.
No, I don't think I ever said her name.
Okay. Okay. So
That's the one person you didn't
yes.
accidentally break on yet.
Yes.
Yeah, and I actually say, by the way, how did you took that picture?
Oh, I'm Ryan's sister.
No.
Oh,
No.
wait, what?
Lillian
And
Reeds.
sister?
Lillian Reeds.
Oh,
You are
I mean-
Nigella Park?
yes.
Or... Wait, is your surname Park?
Nice
No,
meeting you.
no, it's Demaskana. It's still the same surname.
No, it's I forgot my last name. I just yeah,
Oh.
this yeah.
Oh, you just say it's Park. Okay. But your last name, by the way, is Demaskana, but like your character remembers it, but yeah, you can pretend to be Nigella Park if you want.
Yes. I say the Viscania.
Do you say Demaskana or do you just say yes, I'm Nigella Park? Or like
Say the Viscania.
okay.
It's
Okay, and Tanya goes and get this Lillian. She is actually, actually, Mr. Park's cousin. So she is Reynolds, the Minotaurus's aunt. This is great. And Lillian just goes, "What? You're kidding me? This is
Yeah.
fantastic."
yes, the aunt, Tanya.
And everyone is laughing at you again. Families, am I right? And everyone's going like that.
Now I know what Ryan feels when I tease him.
Well, I have to go to class, so it was nice meeting you, Nigella. And Lillian just
Thank you,
runs
Lillian.
off. Lillian just runs off.
I'll go to class too. Might be late.
Okay. So, you have your various classes and stuff. Someone tell me the name of a history teacher that I will include in the NPC thingy.
Male or female?
It will depend on when you tell me the name.
Louis.
Miss Elizabeth Bell. Miss Elizabeth Bell.
What?
Yeah, that's Elizabeth Bell.
All right. Elizabeth Bale. Is it Christian Bale?
Bell. The Bell.
Oh, okay, the Bell. Okay.
Bell.
She is the history teacher. Yes, I got it. She is your. Is this a joke that I'm missing?
Nope. Just kind of talk about Big Ben.
Okay. Okay. So you have other classes, but you eventually happen upon the history class, and I'm not sure if Alice is here. She might not be, or she might be. I don't know. So I know that Ryan, Nigella, and Reynold goes to the same classes. So, but Alice has some other classes. but so this class is for those three, but Alice, I'm not sure if she also has this class or not. It's up to you, Alice.
Yeah, probably senior. We'll call it advanced history that way or something.
All right, sure. So you're all here, and she is like, okay. So she's like teaching, and at the end of the class, and she's talking. So, Reynolds Park, right? She asks you, Reynolds.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
So, you're a Minotaur.
that's correct.
Do you?
Captain. I just muttered Captain Obvious.
Could you tell us about how you became a Minotaur? I know there's a lot of gossip in school, but I've always wondered ever
Hold
since
on,
you joined.
is this a teacher saying this?
Yes, it's a teacher asking you.
I don't really feel comfortable sharing it.
Oh, is this something personal?
I just kind of look down. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I was honestly actually thinking of a field trip tomorrow to the Halcyon Museum of Antiquities to show you the ancient legend of Minotaurs and the ancient Greek mythology. That's part of class project. So I was wondering.
Huh, interesting.
Minotaurs. Yes, yes, yes. Someone clapped and it was brilliant. Okay, so yes, and everyone immediately starts, hollering that, and she's like, class, please settle down. There will be a report on ancient Greek mythology. So each of you will get to choose a subject to choose some character from ancient Greek, and you have to write a report on that. So we'll all be meeting in front of the school at normal time, and then I'll ask one of the school buses to take us to there tomorrow. So if nobody,
Tomorrow is going to be Saturday.
yes, there's no school. Hence.
Oh.
And she also mentions that if somebody doesn't want to come, then you kindly get a permission slip signed by your your parent, and have them not sorry not permission slip, have them contact me over email, and we'll talk.
What? A field trip?
Yes, a field trip.
Virtual Alice. What's a field trip?
Um, Alice is a little startled like a cat as soon as you talk to her. It's where you go to a different location to learn about something from that location. So you usually ride buses with the rest of the people from school.
Okay. Interesting.
Then Alice goes back to trying to hide behind her book.
Which is difficult, considering that there are students next to you who are kind of poking you and giving you secret thumbs up.
The jealous one.
Of course he is. Ryan, how are you faring?
Oh, I'm fine.
You're getting even more secret thumbs up and well done and backpats.
I'm doing perfectly fine because I know this will all go away. Eventually.
I mean, it's gossip. It'll probably just be done the next day, if you're lucky.
Okay, so let's go to the lunchtime, and you're all probably at the thingy. And right now, the entire the whole excitement about, Ryan and Alice kissing has kind of been mellowed down, and the original 3 news has again, become, public, because Dovahkiin actually made a few more tweets recently, and everyone is buzzing about, talking about him.
Yeah, I just kind of check Twitter for it, I guess, quickly.
Yeah,
See it for myself.
yeah, you see him him taking a few Skyrim screenshots, obviously, and a picture of him.
Hey guys, what's Skyrim? What's Skyrim?
Oh,
I asked the other 3. What's Skyrim?
Oh, it's a fantasy computer game.
It's a terrible game.
Oh.
You wouldn't like it. It's awful. Really, it's the worst.
I'll take your word for it.
Really?
and you also see the Dovahkiin has written down, in response to a question, that you seem to like Skyrim a lot, and Dovahkiin has said it's only the greatest game ever made in the history of ever forever.
All right, I need to fight him now. I need to fight him.
I never really got to got his number. Damn it.
Well, you can tweet,
No.
like you can send him DMs and stuff.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna pursue it, I guess. It'll be too awkward at this point.
More awkward than a Skyrim themed superhero.
Actually,
Probably.
like, it's gonna make a Twitter account.
I immediately grab the
Zelda.
phone out of her hand and just smash it.
What? Are
You-
you going to take the phone out of Nigela's hand and smash it?
Yes. Literally gonna do it.
Why?
No.
Like,
Just not gonna deal with it. Just not gonna deal with the cops knocking on our house again. Every single night.
the what now? Wait, I missed that. What now?
I'm just not gonna deal with people just coming to our house, knocking every night, and being angry about some SEW. Mocking them.
SEW?
SJW.
Oh, SJW. Okay. So, like you're
Some alleged
so
SJW.
so you're oh yes, alleged. So you're sitting at lunch, and Nigella has literally done nothing to like bother you, and you just randomly take her phone and smash it.
Yes.
I think he saw me making an account on Twitter as
Yep.
Elven Blue.
Okay. So, Nigella, are you going to try to defend your phone from him?
Of course, it's my first phone. How dare you?
Okay, good. If you try to defend your phone from him, so that means it's your it's not actually an attack, so it's a defend move. So roll a defend, which is savior.
Please miss, please
Oh,
miss, please
damn
miss,
it,
please miss,
damn
please
it.
miss, please miss.
It's a negative two.
Yes! Yes!
Oh
Yeah.
my god! You are catching up on the arms race. Oh, but by the way, you just got your second advancement, right? Or did you also get a third advancement? I forget.
On my way to the third
Okay,
advancement.
on your way. Alright. My bad. Okay, so you fail to do it, so you don't hit it, so okay. What do? You take the phone and you smash it.
Immediately, no, just probably snap it in half, I guess. It's a cheap phone anyway.
You snap it in half. Okay, you like randomly take the phone and snap it in half before Nigella is
Yep.
suddenly like one moment the phone is in Nigella's hand, the next moment it's just gone, and she only realizes that the phone is actually missing when she hears it snap next to her and sees her phone broken in half in her in her housemate's hand.
I actually say, oh, my plans.
What do you
Trust
say?
me, I do.
I said, my plans. No.
Trust me, it's for the greater good.
What? I missed that. Sorry.
Trust me, it's for the greater good.
Okay, what do you mean by greater good? It's my phone. And
And I don't trust you enough to have the responsibility of having one.
Do you start crying, Nigella?
I'm angry.
Oh, are you marking angry?
I actually have
Oh,
marked.
you
from
mark.
angry.
Oh gosh. Okay. You already had that mark. Good. Good. What does Ryan and Alice do at seeing this sudden outburst from the Minotaur friend?
You know, this is just normal now. I'm just eating lunch.
And Alice is pretty much just pushing around the peas on her plate or whatever, and she has no appetite right now. So she's just looking downcast at the plate.
Okay, what? So, Renault and Nigella, please role play your interactions. I'm very curious.
What do you mean greater good? I'm just making a Twitter account.
Yeah, I'm okay with you prank calling, but I'm not okay with you starting making a Twitter account. The internet is big and vast and very easy to trigger. I do not want want anybody's Twitter account to blow up suddenly.
I'm just gonna post some pictures.
So, the memory chips is fine. You can take it, I guess.
And I start picking up the pieces.
Oh, dear.
Fix
Wow.
this later. Damn it. Get some numbers. Oh, I didn't get how much number. Damn it.
Did I hear my name? Omer says as he approaches.
Yes.
No, you did
No.
not.
No.
Nope.
Oh no, what happened to your phone, Nigella?
I walk off.
It looked like snapped in half. How did it break like that? Did you bash it onto the ground or something?
Yes, you did.
Did
As
some
I kind of talk
did,
over Nigella.
did
What
someone step on it?
like? Yeah,
Stink
somebody.
eye. Nigella's giving him the stink eye.
Yeah, somebody accidentally stepped on it and just kind of walked away nonchalantly.
And Omer just kind of whispers to Nigella's ear, "Did the Minotaur broke it?"
Because I was making a Twitter account.
What? Seriously, come on, man. It's like, I know it's a really cheap looking phone, but still, come on. That's no way to treat your aunt, right? That's no way to treat your aunt. She's older than you.
Yeah, definitely not. And I'm so bad of me.
You're gonna pay for this later, and I walk off.
It's $20.
Jella shouting, I know it's $20, but I don't have that much money.
Just kind of shake my head in dismay.
Actually go to the library and use a move just to fix my phone.
Use the what to what to what?
Oh,
The alien tech.
Oh, nice. Okay. What is this object you're using to do it? Like, do you carry it with you, whatever it is?
Mm,
she's probably just
let me
using
read
her
this.
body silicone to fix it.
The human device with alien general freak on.
Like you have some sort of alien technology. So what kind of technological device that you have that you're using with the phone?
I have the call the what do you call it, the moment of truth, I should probably have some kind of like a device that I always hold on just in case.
Okay, so let's say some sort of remote control for the ship so that it can come towards your general location. Or
Like a GPS thing.
yeah, on the device itself, not on you, more like, right? Okay, so you're kind of combining that device with the phone. All right, roll. What is that roll? Let me look at that thing. It's a freak roll. Ooh, that. This is cool, man. Thank you for using this. This is really cool.
I'll.
Oh my god. Okay, on a hit, you create a device that can do something impossible once and then fizzle. When you roll a 10 plus, choose one of this. So it works.
It's
Go on.
It's petty. But remember, I have a picture of Minotauros without a shirt on
Yes.
in the internet.
Okay. No. Let's choose. What are you choosing on the 10 plus list? You have to choose one of those.
Exceptional. Well, you get additional use of it. Lang.
So it can do the impossible exceptionally well, or it can do the impossible twice and then fizzle.
It do impossible once and then frizzle. Sorry.
So which one are you choosing?
The twice one. I get an additional use.
Okay. So it can do the impossible twice and then fizzle. Okay.
It's basically casting.
A gas thing? What?
A broadcast.
Oh, it's a broadcast thing. Okay. So you're broadcasting the shirtless picture.
Damn
Oh my
it!
God.
I just.
On
What?
every single phone in the school.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my
That
god!
is
Oh,
What is
God.
wrong
that
with
is
you?
truly impossible. Well done. That is revenge. Done right.
Wow.
Oh my
Okay then.
God.
Wow.
Everyone.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
You kind of do the fictional, do the thing kind of in a secluded corner in the library. Obviously, nobody's at the library right now because everyone's eating, and you kind of push the image onto every phone nearby in the school. So that's basically effectively in the school. In the school,
Oh.
Only in the school.
yeah,
don't worry.
only in the school. Everyone's phone in the school receives a message. Or an email rather. And everyone, let's say, Reynold, you receive a message on your phone. Alice, you receive a message, email on your phone. Ryan, you receive an email on your phone. Are you looking at them right now on receiving the message, on receiving the email?
Yes. And there's something else actually, because as I recall, I think that picture had Alice scanning
Yes.
him.
Yep.
With,
It's Valentine.
Yeah, Valentine. Ugh. Okay.
Okay. You open it and see that picture.
Yeah, I just immediately bury my hands in my face. My face in my hands.
Reynold, are you opening the email immediately?
Yep.
Okay, and you see that. And that's when
Yeah, I
you
just kind
realize
of bury my hands.
that suddenly the entire cafeteria getting the email notification. And then
Yeah, and just immediately
everyone,
bury my hands in my face.
and then suddenly the entire cafeteria going very, very quiet. And then the whistles start.
What? Okay, what?
The whistles. The wolf whistle, the I
Just
can do the thing.
just kind of just immediately just slump and just
That kind of whistle.
put my hand in my face.
And you hear some of the guards actually talking, whistling
Fainting.
at you. And then some of the boys. And everyone is like, oh, shit. And you hear someone yell, this needs to go on the news right now. And you see 5 of them run
Oh
out
my
of the
God.
cafeteria. Alice, what
Well
is your
then.
Alice, what is your reaction?
Some horror, not too much, because at least I know Ryan knows I wasn't actually there, and Ryan had a heads up that this was going on. So
Okay, about let's see, less than half a minute later, the TV in the cafeteria shows the school news with this picture.
I immediately just put my head on the table. Just kind of just groan.
And you hear
Say-
Omar saying from the side, hey, Reynolds, you should really consider joining the track team. And the rugby.
I'll think about it.
Okay. Nigella, what are you doing with your revenge kind of sated?
Yeah, I could do that twice, right?
You could do something impossible twice, yes.
Text. I'll just broadcast another one.
Which one?
Just
Okay
saying.
then.
I'll just say, FYI, this is revenge for breaking my phone to everyone's.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Do you sign it as Nigella?
He knows.
But, and so nobody, like everybody gets a random message that this is for breaking.
Actually, I'll sign it with letter N, just because.
And everyone
Okay.
suddenly goes, what? Who's N? Who's N? And Omar just stands up onto the, onto one of the tables and says, everyone, N stands for Nigella, Reynolds' aunt. And everyone's
Forgot
like,
about Omar.
what? And Omar goes, Reynolds, for some reason, stepped on
Okay,
her
yeah, immediately
phone.
just tackle. Just immediately
breaking-
tackle him. No.
What?
Before you say anything, I immediately just tackle him.
Oh god.
Don't care. I don't care. I don't even care anymore. I'm just really flustered. Adrenaline is rushing to my head.
Okay, you're tackling him. You are absolutely tackling him. That is a freak roll.
Okay, I don't even care anymore. Submit. Damn it.
Potential, boys. Getting
Oh, I'm
towards
one
the-
away from
getting one away from
one
your
away from my fifth one.
your fifth one.
Yep.
You try to run, run at him, but you kind of slip on some of the broken parts of the phone and on your- You do sound like a bull right now, Flux. Good job.
Damn it.
if he looks like he's going to go after Omar, I'm going to at least try to get in front of him, just because I don't want Omar to get killed.
Okay, like he just falls flat on the floor, like really embarrassedly.
Just immediately just get up and just kind of walk out.
Actually, tell you
He's
what,
not even-
I'll help Minotaurus up. I'll say, just calm down. And when I'm helping him up, I'm actually going to hand him his new communicator. Say, calm down. Let's just walk out of here, okay?
Okay, yeah, I'll follow that advice. Ugh.
Okay, Nigella, your phone was kind of jury rigged with your alien tech, and the phone just falls out. Your alien GPS thing is still fine, but the phone is now busted for sure.
I say, damn it, I love that phone. And then I actually sneak up on the roof and try scoping out Ryan just because I'm scared of him right now.
Ryan or Reynolds?
Scared of me?
Minotaurus.
Okay. Okay, you go up to the roof. All right, no problem. And it depends on where Alice and Reynolds are going right now.
I mean, after it looks like he's calmed down, then yeah, Noctis asked if I wanted to go to the library. Let's do that and hide for a little bit.
Oh, we're casually going to the library.
Casually.
Yeah, I'm not in the library anymore.
Yes, you're on the roof.
I'm on the roof.
You're trying to see.
Oh,
and
yeah, right.
You don't see her.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see anyone. Like, well, you see people, but not them. All right. So that was unexpectedly fun. It was
Wow.
it was so beautiful. It really was. I have nothing else to say to this. It was just beautiful. And yep.
Yeah, at least I got the potential of it, I guess.
Congratulations. Yes. All right. So let's say the rest of the school passes. Rest of the periods pass. I'm not sure if Nigella is going to go to any of the classes because she's kind of now afraid. But she can, I guess.
After, well, right? It was during lunchtime, right?
Yes, it was during lunchtime.
I'll head in after a while. Maybe I'll go in class when after an hour.
Okay. So you three are kind of hiding out in the library, probably missing the first class, letting everyone, like, all the commotion die down, I guess.
I mean, I'll defer to everyone else, but I'm okay with going to the next class if we have to. But yeah,
We probably should go back to class, though.
I mean, Ryan's no stranger to skipping classes.
I think we should go back to class.
Oh my!
Yeah, I do too. Though, wait a minute. Are you sure you're not Nigella? Because I'm not used to hearing that reaction from you.
That wounds me. It really does.
I guess I
think
should
someone
just face anything
I think
because,
someone realized that they're actually dating a genius and kind of like trying not to skip as many classes as now in front of them.
I think
Don't
the
give
whole
away my
school
secret.
realized that.
I'm not sure if Alice realizes this, but I think that's what Ryan is doing.
Aw.
No idea what you're talking about.
Hey, but before we go back to class, can you try a comfort maybe?
Oh God,
yeah,
I'm
just
terrible
comfort
at
Alice
that.
as well, I guess.
How are you comforting Alice? Or are you comforting Minotaurus? I'm not sure if Ryan can comfort Minotaurus.
I can pat him on the back and say, "It's okay, buddy."
Yeah, that's not a comfort.
That's about it.
Just kind of groan, but still accept it.
No, no, that's not comfort
Yeah.
enough, I think.
No, it is comforting, I guess, in a sense.
I mean, as for Alice, I mean, oh God, I'm terrible at doing comfort rolls because I'm so awkward.
I know, but what would Ryan do? WWRD.
Well, since there's not a bunch of people around us anymore
Yes.
because we're in the library.
Hug. I guess hug.
Yeah.
A hug.
Yeah, I'll put my arms around Alice and hug her tightly and say it'll be fine. They'll forget all about this soon enough.
Thank you. And remember, you have influence, so that's +1.
Yes. Roll that
Yeah.
comforter support on mundane.
Yeah, but I also have angry marked, so my comfort and support rolls bad.
It depends. Oh, remember, don't write the plus
Yeah,
symbol.
don't put the plus. Yeah, it's gonna end poorly.
Yeah.
Oh dear,
Oh,
1.
this is
That's-
amazing.
Wow.
Saw that coming.
This is amazing. Do you have
Okay,
negative?
+2 by the way.
Do you
+2.
have -3?
I have negative. Yes, I have -1
Oh, wait,
for
it-
mundane.
Oh,
The
because of
three.
the because of the thing, because of your modifier.
And then -2 because of angry.
Wait, -1, -2, and +1. So that's the overall -1. -2.
Oh,
Okay.
+1, right.
Okay. Yeah. It's fine. Yeah. Okay. So no,
I'm really bad at this.
you don't succeed at the comfort and support, but you get potential. Congratulations. You
I
get
don't want it.
you get an F for effort. Sorry, A for effort.
Well, thanks for.
Well, can I at least try try comforting Ryan this time? Actually,
Who? Reynolds
Comfort
is
me.
trying to comfort Ryan. Why?
I know, just kind of. Actually, no, there's no reason. Never mind.
Yeah, there's
I'm
no-
fine.
Uh,
Hard.
I didn't realize that Ryan has a condition checked. I may as well comfort Ryan as at the same time.
Mutual
I'm doing fine
confrontation.
though.
No, you're not. Your hugs suck.
Oh, so basically, I need more practice.
Oh my
Well,
god.
yeah, but we know you can't go to kissing because then you disappear after half a second.
Don't worry, my rolls look so bad it won't happen.
I have no idea how much of this is in character and out of character.
I don't know either.
All of it is in character.
Yeah, I think it's in character.
Okay, Minotaur, Reynolds, is this new information that Ryan disappears when he kisses?
Actually, wait. What's this about Ryan disappearing? Oh, you know. Yeah. We remember when Ryan disappeared. I guess.
Yeah, she did see him disappear when they were holding hands.
Yeah.
Doesn't know about the kissing part.
Yeah, and you also don't
Yeah.
know where he goes.
Did I not tell him?
No, you only told Alice.
Right.
Oh yeah, you never did told me about where you disappeared off to after you disappear.
I don't think it's important right now, honestly. We should get to class.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, you roll a mundane full hit. Oh god. Okay,
Jesus.
are you comforting Ryan, right? Okay, so let's go by one. Okay, Ryan, do you open up to her?
I don't know what she's doing right now.
Yeah. So what are you doing? How are you comforting
Well,
her?
while he initiated the hug, she'll warmly hug back and say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the day's stress and events.
I'm sorry, your little sister is such a spoil sport.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry if I gave Lily an ammunition. But having you around is helping me get through today without going home sick. So thank you for everything. Thanks for being there.
Ryan, do you open up to her?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not actually bothered by all this, but yeah, I hear you.
Like, how do you open up?
That's exactly what I tell her. Like, none of this is actually bothering me.
I'm just letting it pass over me like a hurricane. Okay.
It's not bothering me because I know it's gonna go away eventually.
Okay.
It'll
So
probably be forgotten by next week, except Omar. Omar will never forget. He
Yep.
will never forget.
Yep. Okay, he's not fat, but he might as well be an elephant. Okay. So, Ryan, you can mark a potential, clear a condition, or shift labels.
I'll go to the angry condition so that my hugs are a little bit better.
Okay, totally. And okay, now on a 10 plus, you can also add team to the pool or clear a condition on yourself, Alice. You have.
You know what? I may as well clear my own condition. So
You no longer have insecure. Congratulations. The condition you gave yourself is gone.
I am the worst boyfriend ever.
being there will help her clear her condition. Just
Yeah,
she felt
you
better
just
by hugging you.
you basically disappear in the middle of any kind of PDA. Like, wow.
Ah,
Wait,
I have
you
to
disappear?
destroy the sanctuary then. Got it.
I
Did
think
he
you
actually disappear?
tried. I think you tried, and it's been established that it's kind of difficult.
Look, if it's preventing me from kissing my girlfriend, I will try harder.
Good. That's the spirit.
Did he
Okay.
actually disappear? Did he actually disappear?
No, he said that anytime there's PDA, he disappears. So not
Ah,
right
okay.
now.
Yeah. That's obviously out of character talking because the GM doesn't exist in game.
Are you sure?
Or does he? ...
Dot.
Oh, great. So it's true.
Okay, so you go back to class, the three of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, might as well face music.
The rest of
Wait.
the day passes more or less. The other exciting thing happened is that uh,
Yeah, I don't want to hear it. Don't say it. Don't say it. I don't want to hear it.
okay, I'm saying it that when Jake, it is the geography class, is when things get interesting again. Jake
I
comes
just don't
into
even pay attention.
Jake
I just
comes
don't
into
even
the
pay
class
attention.
and sees Nigella and Reynolds sitting there and stares at you, looks at his phone, stares back at
Oh,
Nigella
no.
pointedly.
I twist my head.
And the entire class is quiet and just looking at the drama.
I stay quiet while still kind of staring at Nigella.
Thinking on my chair and trying not to have an eye contact with both of them.
And he basically, like, well, he's shifting your labels.
Whose label?
Nigella's. Okay, Nigella. He is increasing your freak and reducing your mundane. Do you agree?
Decreasing my mundane. Okay,
And increasing your freak. Do you agree?
I agree.
All right. Oh, jeez. And he just kind of mouths that, like, you're not looking at him, so you can't tell, but Reynolds can tell that he's mouthing the words, "We'll talk at home."
Ooh.
Uh,
You're so grounded.
And
Literally.
and he turns back to the board and does his study. And everyone is very wise enough not to bother him today. Okay, so that's basically what happened. School ends. And everyone is going home. Nigella, are you heading with Reynolds to Jake's car?
See her having difficulty walking to the car.
Reynolds, what are you doing?
just not even talking right now.
Oh,
Just so angry.
Okay, and Ryan and Alice, are you just walking each other home, I guess?
Yeah, that's fine. Though I think Fridays I have to go to. Is Friday Stellar Lab Day?
I forget. I need to check your PC list thingy. I forgot. Oh no, I forgot. No, 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 no. I think you wrote it down and then I just completely forgot.
I think I sent it to you in a message. I don't think I actually wrote it down myself because that would be too intelligent.
Yes, that probably would be, wouldn't it? Let me quickly do a control F thing. Okay. No, I didn't write it down in the uh, doc file. I don't. Oh gosh, now I have to check out this. Alright, 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 alright. Oh boy. No. Yes. Oh god damn it. Okay. I
I'm sorry for the.
Well, I mean, you know what? Let's just come up with the thingy right now because apparently I never wrote it down anywhere, and that's kind of silly. Okay.
I think it'll probably be under the thread, so maybe I can find it.
Okay. Like, that'll be great if you can find it. Oh boy, boy, boy. Let's. Do you remember any day and we can just search on that? I guess not. Alright. Let me go by every single day then. Oh, I think I found it. Maybe. Oh no. Okay. I have. I don't know. Oh, this is great. Why don't you come up with the thing right now and then, yeah. Then I can write
All right,
it down.
let's say. Actually, why don't we make Stellar Labs on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then tutoring on
I
Mondays.
I think you wrote it down. Like, seriously, let me let me search one more time, and if I can find it, great. No, nope, it's not here. Maybe you did it here. Okay, found it. Yes. Okay. Oh, yes, I found it. All right.
Tuesday and Thursday.
Yes. So, Tuesday and Thursday, the tutoring. Oh, great. So I actually missed the one yesterday. Well, you'll have to work on that. Internship from 4 to 8 on Monday and Friday. Okay, so you actually have internship today. I will write this down right now before I forget. Like, yes.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Yes, that I have no words. I need to write it down fast. Okay. So, uh, hmm, okay. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. Done, done, done. Written down with stuff. Okay. So I actually missed the Thursday. Let's say yesterday you like called in that one of your friends was in the hospital and kind of went with that, I guess, or something. I don't know. Made an excuse or whatever. I'm just not even gonna bother because I'm darped. But yes,
Well, honestly, Nigella might be one of the students I'm supposed to tutor, which would really get weird.
let's say not yet, but she can be if you ask her. And
Well, because let's face it, culturally, she's so out of left field that they might feel she needs a tutor in order to help adjust at school life.
hmm. All right. You know what? We'll actually have that addressed today. Right now, in fact, but right now she is not like under the thing. But Like there, like people know that you do tutoring for some students at school, so people know that. But anyway, you have still a labs today.
Okay, so I guess Ryan can, if he wants to, he can walk me to
The
the
train?
bus. I guess I'd take in order to take the ferry across or whatever.
Yeah, you can take the train or the bus. Like there's both. So, okay. So all right.
Thanks, Ryan.
Okay. And Reynolds and Nigella, you arrive at Jake's car and he is standing next to it. And he just says, Reynolds, do you mind taking the back seat today?
Sure. I'm afraid of breaking something when I'm back there when I'm next to her.
Yes, get in line. Nigella, on the passenger side.
Okay. I sit on the passenger side.
And he gets in and it starts driving. After like, I don't know, 1 or 2 minutes of extremely uncomfortable silence, he just asks, very quietly and calmly,
Oh, shit.
what happened?
Yeah, battery's dying here.
What?
Um,
Tablet's dying. Hold on, just getting a charger.
Oh, okay. So who's answering, Reynolds or Nigella? Remember, whoever starts gets to tell their side of the story first.
I, I uh, well, he broke my phone and I got angry and did something wrong.
Reynolds, did
For the
you
record,
break
for the
her phone?
record, yes, I did. But for the record, it was for the greater good. You know how she was going to act with the phone. You
Why
knew
why did you
it
break
was
her
going to be
phone,
detrimental.
Reynolds? Why did you break her phone, Reynolds?
He was going to make a Twitter account. I could not let that happen.
And why is that?
Do you not know how Twitter works?
I
She's probably
know
going to be.
I know how Twitter works better than you do, so how is that a problem?
I'm just afraid that just people are just going to come to our house and just do a Salem witch trial with Nigella.
While that is a very possible scenario,
What?
let's be honest, Nigella, that is a very possible scenario. Who made you judge, jury, and executioner, Reynolds? You accused someone of a crime before they committed it and punished them before they committed a crime. This is not a bloody Tom Cruise movie. Yes, yes, he says that and he is angry.
Just stay quiet, I guess.
He is shifting your labels. He is. What is he doing? What is he doing? What is he doing? He is. Let's see. Let's see. What did you do? You did something seriously dumb, and seriously dumb. So,
So, Sophia up, I guess.
no, 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 no. You did something seriously dumb. So, he's you're not a hero, so he's going to turn your savior down and your freak up. Do you agree?
Okay then.
Do you agree?
I guess so.
Okay. You savior down, freak up. Okay. And he's like, I'm even more disappointed at you. First, you go off on your own and get hurt, almost killed. And now you do something so utterly, incredibly, completely non-heroic like. Yes, that is what Jake is referring to. Yes. Yes, Jake is referring to those who can't see on the video. Jake is referring to Minority Report by Tom Cruise. Um,
Oh god.
Minority Report. Oh my gosh, that's horrible.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's so dumb. It's such a bad joke. I love it. It's so bad. But anyway, so yes. And Nigella, because he did that, you somehow sent that image with to everyone's. How did you even do that? I thought your phone was broken.
I actually don't answer that. Just I start sinking on my.
Nigella, how did you do that? Answer me when I'm talking to you.
I actually fixed
You
for a couple. It broke again after sending.
Oh, so it is broken. Okay, I'll have to get you another phone then. All right. I am extremely disappointed in you both, and in you more, Reynold. I expected better from you. Like some mistakes, these are mistakes I expect from the weird plant alien. No offense. But this is not something I expect from you. Even though you have amnesia, I definitely did not expect it from you. You know what? I think
Just take my
both
AF.
of you are in. I think both of you need some extracurricular tutoring. I'll check into some of my colleagues at school, and I think some of the students, some of the more advanced students, does tutoring services, and I'll see if I can get them to work. And that is basically Alice is now going to be both their tutor.
Okay.
Yeah, this will go great.
This is going to go fantastically. Because remember, Jake has no idea that you even know Alice. Like, he obviously knows that Ryan and Alice are dating, and he knows Ryan because Ryan skips his class quite often.
Yeah, I think most of North Halcyon knows that now. Thank you, Lily.
Alright, and yeah, basically that happened. Alright, so you're going to Stellar Labs. Anything particularly you're doing? You're at Stellar Labs, so let's go on with that. Anything particularly interesting you're doing there?
Actually, yeah. Tell you what, go to someone else first. Let me look, see if I have a list of stuff.
Alright. Okay, Ryan, what are you doing?
Well, I've gone home by now. You
Okay.
know.
You go. Okay, go on.
I'll be doing my homework. I think it's called.
Oh,
Is that what it's called?
my God! OMG! So you start doing your homework and looking at, you suddenly realize you have so much homework. At this point, like even doing it, it's not going to change your grade in the slightest. So and at this point, Lillian kind of la-di-das into your room. She goes, OMG, are you doing what I think you're doing?
Yes,
Immediately
heroic
punch her.
work. It's boring. You wouldn't want to see it.
Oh, I get it. Someone finally got it into their. My genius brother had some. Sorry, my older brother had finally got it into their thick head that they're now dating a teenage genius, and they need to keep up, or they're going to be left behind. Isn't that right?
Um, I choose to not testify against myself in this situation.
And she just laughs silently, kind of collapsing on the floor from silent laughter. It's perfectly silent, and yet you can hear it. Like, not really, but you think you can hear it, and it is very annoying. Yes, Ryan is bright. That's why his final grades are only passable. He does well enough in the exams, but he never does any homework ever. Until today, that is. I mean, he used to before he had powers, but then when he got it, like, no. So she's like, okay, okay, I'm gonna leave you to it then. Oh, by the way, I think Dad wants to see you in the kitchen if you can break yourself away from your books. And she just starts laughing again.
Okay, well, that's mildly terrifying.
Do you go to see your father?
Yeah, sure, I might as well.
Ryan, is everything all right at school? Lillian was laughing very hard, and that is kind of scary.
Yeah, nothing important, really.
Are you sure everything's fine?
Yes?
Okay. Well, like you said, you'd want to go out on patrol sometime, so I was thinking right now, maybe we can talk a little bit if you want to, unless you have something else to do.
No, I'm not busy. Sure, let's go. Oh, God.
Okay. A little while later, both of you are, going through the skies of Halcyon as Marvel and Prodigy again after like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Oh my gosh. Do you say anything to him? You can.
Nope.
You can if you want to. He
Nope,
went
I'm
to
good.
he went to Aegis, the previous night and returned really late.
His business is his business. If he wants to tell me, that's up to
With
him. I'm
with
not gonna
with
pry.
with the video footage that
It's
you
yeah, it's
took.
about Jacob Mahar. It is your business.
Oh, what it was, wasn't it? Oh God, forgot that was part of that.
Well, your character hasn't, so yeah.
Uh, no, I'm not gonna ask him about anything.
So is everything all right with Alice?
Yes,
Marvel
she's
asks.
fine.
Oh, I was thinking, since you answered a bit glumly, I was thinking something might have gone wrong.
No, everything is fine, perfectly fine.
Well, all right. I'm sure I went to Aegis last night with the footage that you took of our mysterious friend at your mysterious room.
Yeah, how'd that go?
They're running a deep facial recognition of everyone they have ever uh, put into their database, which could take a long time. So I'm letting them do that. They'll contact me when they finish. So I'm kind of waiting on that. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't know if you noticed, but I wasn't in the house this morning because I was out on patrol. I took a day off from work because it it shook me, Ryan, that he knows who we are. our family secret is one of the world's best kept secrets, and that man somehow knows us, and we have no idea who he is or where he is, even. And, not many things scare me. Like, definitely not many things in this world that scares me, but that is something that someone just suddenly knows our family secret. So, yeah, I just wanted to calm myself, you can say. Do you say something?
No, I'm honestly shocked right now.
Like, shock enough that you're marking a condition or something like that? I don't know. You don't
What
have.
condition do you want me to mark?
No, I don't want you to mark, but if you feel like you're something maybe insecure or something, I don't know. That's up to you. It's totally up to you. You don't have to
Well,
mark.
it's the fact that I'm shocked that my dad is talking to me about this because although Ryan doesn't show it, he loves his dad very much.
Shocking!
And he sees his dad as what he is, an invincible superhero. So it's weird to hear him talking about this.
Yes, if he was a team member, this would absolutely be your showing vulnerability team move, but it's not. So. Ryan, is everything alright? He asks again. You've been uncharacteristically quiet. Usually you say something about now. I'm basically making you talk. God damn it.
I know. I know you are. And it I don't know what to say right now. I'm at a loss for words.
Do you say I don't know what to say right now in character or just out of character?
No, I say that in character.
Okay. So Marvel's like, I know that feeling. Oh, looks like there's a robbery in progress. Come on, Prodigy. Let's at least do something we're both good at. Show them the old Marvel Prodigy team up. And he just flies off. Do you follow?
Yeah.
Alright, so, it's like, I'm not even gonna say it. It's like a montage of you going around helping, stopping bad guys, helping out civilians and stuff like that, etc., etc. The normal business. Dad and son bonding time of sort. And now we'll leave that scene and go to Alice at Stellar Labs.
Thank God.
All right. I have a couple things to do. First and foremost, I'm going to try to contact CyberSylph and touch base with her.
Okay. You open up your laptop and do the program thing. Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yep. You receive a automated response. Hey, you've reached CyberSylph. How are you doing, Alice? Listen, I'm kind of busy right now. Had a rough day. I'll get back to you later.
Okay, I'll respond. Okay, hope your day gets better. Just when you have a chance, no rush. Thank you for everything. Take care.
Okay.
All right. Next thing I'll do is I'll get our computers here at Stellar Labs also working on doing facial recognition on Jacob Mahar and also doing some deep research into him.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Go on. Finish your.
Well, and then because that'll mostly be automated searches and stuff, and then so I'm going to start working on making a heads-up display for my glasses, so when I'm out of uniform, I can still have some technological capabilities.
My gosh, I love that. Okay. All right. Your glasses thing. See, normally, like doing a holographic projection thing that is like available technology, it's not cheap, but it's not too costly, and you do have it around in the lab, special glasses like that you can easily grab the thingy and do it. the thing is, that is visible to anyone who sees it. So, like, if someone looks at you while you're using it on your normal glasses, they'll see that there's the slight holographic display.
Yes, and I don't want that visible. So I could get polarized contact lenses that
Yes.
would allow me to only see the image that way.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. You can. That's what I was like hoping you're gonna say. Like, you can get contact lenses, which is obviously a bit more costly technology and hard to make. But yes, there are equipment here that you can work making them on, and you can put them in your glasses, and yes, you will have some sort of a basic heads-up display. The let's say, how are you going to control that? With your hand, like following your biometric signal somehow, finger position and stuff.
Yeah, let's set it up that way. Well, actually, yeah, I can set it up so I can use hand gestures, just like it was a. Basically, it'll be a holographic phone.
Yep.
I can set it up that way.
Yep. Totally.
But also, I can also set it up so I can use a holographic, an invisible keypad or mouse or whatever. Basically, it'll be a computer only in my glasses.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Totally. Yeah. So which one are you doing? The first one or the second one? The second one is probably more easier because it's only tracking your eyesight and stuff.
Actually, can we do both? So
yeah, okay.
I mean, it could turn in. Basically, it'll be a virtual telephone or a virtual laptop, whichever one I need.
Yep, absolutely. And you will have to carry some equipment in your pocket for that. But yes, you can have it happen. So okay, that will be a role for that. That will be a friggin' superior role. So no pressure. So yeah, do it. All on the luck. Okay. So it is a 9. So if it was a 10 plus, you would have gotten it exactly how you wanted it. But since it's not a 10 plus, complications arise. Right. So the primary complication is that the biometric signal thing is a fluke. Sadly, you couldn't get it to work. You can have it track your eyeball motion and do it like that, but you can't get the exact biometric signal from your hand. So it still works, but there's no redundancy on it.
Okay.
Yeah, and you do have to carry a tiny sized CPU, and that you can easily fit that on your communicator or on your glasses, wherever you want.
Okay. Yeah, we can put it on the glasses, I think.
All right, cool. So the contact lenses themselves don't have any power in them, so your glasses are still your glasses. But they also now work as when you're wearing the glasses, it's operational. The VR is operational. The AR is operational, but otherwise, yeah, it's off. Take off the glasses and it's off. So you can take off the glasses and get some sleep and stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's pretty much having a phone or a laptop with me all the time, even though I don't actually have. It's
basically the glasses doing it, but only for wearing it. So technically it's in the glasses, but it's not in the glasses, so nobody can see it's happening unless they're staring into your eyeballs when you're doing it, which is yeah nobody's gonna do that unless somebody's going to do that. Okay. Anything else you're doing, or I can go with the Jacob Meher search thing?
We can go to the Jacob Meher thing. The next, I mean, if that project is done quickly, the next project I'd end up starting to work on is just working on the studies of the magic detector thing from the research I had from Nigella's, but that one might be long term.
Yeah, that one is definitely long term. You find some research. There's not really much magic research going on in Stellar Labs. Stellar Labs is on technological side, so there's not any database entries, so you'll have to go search online, and online there's various different takes. There are multiple countries, multiple associations, multiple institutions, even multiple branches of ages have and multiple universities all around the world have their different understanding of magic, and everyone's understanding partially works, partially doesn't work. So there's no like unified understanding principle of magic. Like even Mistress Hex's own principles, which is actually a published journal, you find some articles by Mistress Hex online about how she does magic, which is quite different from how Nigella does it that you know of. So, all right. So yeah, it's gonna be a long-term project trying to figure out the best outcome or something, and it's going to be definitely a trial and error thing. So yeah, you start working on that, and let's do the Jacob Meher thing first. Then you can start working on that until it's nighttime and stuff, and you can go home and stuff. All right. So the Jacob Meher thing, you are doing the facial recognition, right?
Correct. Google searches, facial recognition, etc.
Okay. The same two persons that you previously found shows up. None of
No,
them.
that was Ryan doing the research because
right.
Ryan
Okay.
couldn't tell me the name at the time.
Okay. So yeah, basically what Ryan found came up. The two persons who look nothing like this person, and both of them are fair. Like one of them is, declared dead like a long time ago in the war, and the other one is still around, and he's very old and active. Yeah, not dead.
Okay, but let's also start doing deeper research. Plus, we can throw in parameters like also do searches on people capable of using magic powers to control emotions, that type of thing.
Okay, people capable of doing magical emotional control. You find a few hits. Most of them are in, once in Asia, once in Europe, and one of them is an active superhero like a psychic-based superhero, and the other one is a person who can do that, but who doesn't do superhero activity. They're just, store clerk.
Okay, and then the next things I can also do is analyze his accent to try to figure out try to give him a region of the U.S. that he's from.
Okay. You find it somewhat in the um eastern side of let's go with which town did Marvel stayed at before coming to Australia? Just come up
God,
with one. Like at least like give me a state.
let's just go with Seattle.
Okay, sure. It is not Seattle accent. The accent
Not
is
Seattle?
not Seattle.
Okay.
I mean yours is Seattle, like Marvel stayed in Seattle before coming to Australia, Halcyon, but the accent is not
Oh, okay.
of Seattle. Seattle is in which part of the country? East, west, north, south?
West Coast.
Okay, west coast. This accent is more like from the east coast.
Okay, maybe a bit of like a New England accent or something.
I have no idea where is New England, but it's on the eastern side, basically. I
Okay.
guess. Maybe like say somewhere around New York. Sure, why not? Let's have the Big Apple appear as a cameo.
Okay, so it sounds like a New York accent, which means there's practically no one there. It should be easy to find him.
Yep, totally. Not the two Jacob Mehers that you found. The dead one was, an American. The alive one that is old and alive, they actually live in Norway.
Lives in Norway.
Hmm?
Okay. All right. So how's the facial recognition research going?
That is the facial recognition. Oh, that's the Google. Okay, you're doing facial recognition. Facial recognition is searching. It finished searching the country. Now it's searching the entire world's face registry that's available online. And it's going to take a while.
Understandable. So, I guess, and I hate to keep doing so many things, but also just see if there's any new blurbs on the other facial recognition about Elizabeth Ling's sister showing up or anything somewhere.
She actually hasn't shown up, like hasn't registered on the thingy yet.
Okay. All right. And I think that's mainly my activities. Well, and also, of course, I'll be doing whatever work I'm supposed to do around Stellar
Yes,
Labs.
yes, do that. Absolutely. Uh, well, I'm just like, I know you're doing, but I think Alice would probably remember this as maybe seeing Matricia's lab or a little bit, that the information that Matricia told you regarding the strange jammer tech you found on day one in your battle.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Where does that stand? I guess we didn't. Yeah.
She told
That's
you,
right. HPD brought it to us.
Yep, for research, and you found that it has been meticulously cleaned, and there's not many places in the city that does that. Stellar Labs does it, but it's obviously hasn't been here. It's
Oh,
also,
that's right. Webb's Labs.
yeah, Webs Labs also does it, so that's one of the suspects, but it's nothing conclusive really, so nothing they can actually make a case on.
Now, are Stellar Labs and Webb's Labs directly in competition with each other?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm just wondering if
Stellar Labs has an ongoing bid with Aegis, partnership with Aegis, so Webs Lab is constantly left behind, but Webs Lab has a working relationship with the HPD.
Okay. Might have to. I wonder if I can try to just poke around in there sometime, but that's probably for another time.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Let's well, let's say 8 p.m. and you're returning home. What is everyone else doing? Ryan, you're probably also returning home after a very exhausting, a few hours of, side kicking with your father.
I
And
would go back to doing homework.
and some people did see you using your new powers, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, is Prodigy going to Prodigy taking some of Marvel's powers? What?" Like so
Oh
many rumors,
no.
so many rumors.
Uh,
There's so many pictures of you using your eye beams and etc.
well, as far as they know, I have one new power.
Yes, that's true. Like your other power isn't really visible. And some of them are actually thinking you have this power hidden and didn't tell anyone.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one if anyone asks.
Okay. You're home and you go to work?
I go back doing my homework.
Oh my God, what is this madness? Okay, Nigella and Reynolds, what are you doing?
I don't know.
You've both been grounded.
Are we really grounded?
Yes, you are really grounded, but Jake shows you that he has gotten a phone for you. It's a similarly cheap one, but not quite as bad. It's a bit better than the previous one, but it's still cheap enough. He shows
Yeah,
you that you have it, but you're not getting access to any of your phone. None of you have access to your phone right now. You're grounded.
Ask him what he means by grounded.
Means you stay in your room and you do not access the internet or any sort of technology, and just think about all the bad things that you've done, namely taking petty revenge on your housemate and I don't know, distant cousin. Damn it, Anna, why did you do that? And no, you can't do that. And you, Reynold, I'm sure you remember what grounded is like. You don't remember your own identity, but I'm sure you remember that. So, yeah. I don't know. Do you remember that? Flux. Uh-oh.
He's gone mute.
Flux, no.
Sorry, I thought I put it on mute. Whoops.
Does Reynolds know what is being grounded?
Obviously, he's civilized. He's not dumb.
Okay. He simply doesn't know his own name, but he knows what being grounded is like. Okay. That is actually logical. I'm not joking. That is actually logical. Anyway, all right. Okay. So you're also grounded. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you what being grounded is like. So go to your room, young man. Young bull.
Yeah, probably just do my homework, I guess.
Young Minnow. Young Min? And he just
My
continues.
homework.
Oh, by the way, you should probably tell him that you're going on the field trip the next day. Because he doesn't know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, tomorrow we are going on a field trip.
A what? A field trip? Where? Who?
Was it Miss Elizabeth Bell wanted us to go to the Museum of Antiquities?
Okay, alright. So when do you have to leave?
Probably early morning tomorrow.
Alright. Okay, fine. You're grounded until then.
Ah, I can't really leave my room.
I'm your legal guardian, right? So no.
Just asking. Okay, I'll go to my room.
This is punishment, young plant lady. Young plant lady. Come on. Okay, so that's that. What else is there? What else is there? Do you? Well, we're probably gonna call off here because, like, at the end of this day, because I think the next day the museum will be a very interesting visit because it has to be. So yes, what's this? This meme. Anyway, all right. So if anyone has anything to do before going to bed, you can all do it. Shush, shush, Noctis. Don't give me ideas. Oh wait, no, do give me ideas.
Oh, it's
Ooh,
either
Richie.
that or going to draw on the exhibit.
Going to throw on the exhibit? What?
No, a doodle on the. Ella might doodle on the sculpture on the exhibit.
Oh God, no Ben Stiller references. Oh, oh, oh boy. Okay. Well, it's going to be daytime, but sure. Okay. Alright, so is anyone doing anything before going to bed? And we'll end the session there, have end of session moves, and then we'll have outro scenes. Which is what?
Yes.
Okay.
Street. I'm actually getting myself used to with my. I haven't really used it.
The what one?
Density one.
Oh, the density one. Okay. You'll practice your new powers in your room?
Probably floating around the room.
Alright,
Couple of
sure.
dents on the floor from falling.
Okay. You probably
Mr.
have
Park
like
keeps hearing bumps.
you probably
He's
have
like,
like a couple potted plants in your room that you can also try your plant manipulation powers on.
I'll make a flower dance like Groot.
Oh my gosh. It's a fruit. A flute. Oh my god. It's terrible. Okay. What were you saying, Noctis? I think I missed that.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, huh. I must have imagined it. Oh gosh.
Someone else might have been talking.
Alice, did you say something? I think I missed something.
If I did, it wasn't important. Don't worry.
Now I'm curious.
Oh, I was thinking that she's playing around with her density, so Mr. Park is probably hearing thumps on the floor the whole time. He's like, "Darn it, young lady, you're grounded."
And yes, that probably happened. Sure. I was also imagining that actually. Okay. All right. So that's that on this side. R- As we close for the night, we see Ryan staying awake a little bit late doing homework. What is this madness? And
I have my reasons.
and Alice, what are you doing as you return home and go to bed?
Well, she'll make sure everyone's okay. I don't know if her mom and dad are home or not.
Yeah, your mother is home. Your father is working late today.
Okay, well, she'll greet her mom, and then actually she'll head upstairs, and then she will send a text to Ryan again, you know, thanking him for being so supportive in her life.
You also get a text from Lillian. It's like, hope I didn't cause you too much trouble with the picture,
Uh,
but let's be honest. It had to be published. The world had to know. Information wants to be free. Quote,
if,
and underlined by someone said that. I forget who.
Lillian, I'm still your friend. Just try
Do,
to remember, friends don't always stab friends in the back.
do you know Ryan is actually doing homework for the first time in like years?
So Alice will send an emoji with like wide open eyes.
I think we both know why he's doing it.
Then Alice will send a smiley emoji.
And she also sends a wink emoji.
Alice will send XOs to Ryan.
And she also sends a picture of Ryan, doing homework. Of course, she took a picture. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Anything else, or we will call off the session?
I think we're good.
Alright, cool. That was kind of low key, but yeah, totally. I didn't actually have much planned beyond, what I said. So alright, end of session. Let's go over by order again. Flux, you're up first. Reynolds, do you grow closer to the team, image of yourself, or away from the team?
Closer to the team, I guess.
Okay. Who made you feel welcome? Give influence to that character. I'm guessing Alice.
Actually, no. I will probably do away from the team, I guess.
Okay. How so? You
No, never mind. No.
No, you
Probably
can
just
do it. Yeah,
going to
like
image of
you
myself.
you did break one of your teammates' phone out of like very impulsively.
I guess away from a team because of Nigella.
Okay, so take influence over you away from another character. Does Nigella lose influence over you?
Do it.
Probably. Yeah.
Are you doing it? Okay. So
Yeah, probably.
let me actually write things down. Ryan is your rival now, and
So-
Nigella has actually lost influence over you. Oh My
So,
gosh.
so hold on. So Nigella no longer has influence over him or Ryan.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Do you smell that? Bridge is burning.
This is amazing and brilliant and
This is
beautiful.
going so smoothly, guys.
By the way, I'm asking one thing. Ryan and Alice both have influence over Marvel, right?
Yes.
Yes. I was sure I said that, but I just wanted to make sure. And Nigel actually has influence over Lillian. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's go with that. And yeah, that's all you can do, really. All right.
Oh, can I mark potential? I haven't chosen yet.
No, you can't mark potential if you choose grow away from the team.
Oh yeah, there. Oh well.
Damn it! This
Yeah,
guy
potential
always
one.
wants potential. What is wrong with you, man? Okay. All right. The potential. You're winning so hard. Come on, man. This. All right. Noctis, Ryan, closer to the team, image of yourself, or away from the team.
Oh god.
I think both the first two probably works, closer or own image, but it's up to you, obviously.
I don't know. I don't feel like I grew into an image of myself at all.
Well, I mean, you were out with Marvel and being back to Prodigy in action again, and maybe you.
Yeah, that was really awkward.
Yeah, but you're also doing homework, which is like technically for yourself, but also
I
not.
guess. Yeah.
So it's up to you. Maybe you see like there is some logic that into your own image of yourself, like how you feel like you're very dumb compared to Alice, and you need to make up your missing studies for this fake wrong idea that she's going to be embarrassed at your being such a bad at studying or something, which is obviously wrong, but that's what you're thinking. It's a possible idea. You can also grow closer to the team and stuff. It's up to you.
I think I'll grow closer to the team
All right.
with Alice.
Shocking, am I right?
Yeah, it's weird that I choose my girlfriend, huh?
When have you never gone closer to Alice? I mean, wow. Okay, Alice, you get to shift Ryan's
Well,
label.
maybe the rest of the team should step up.
Okay, Alice, you get to shift Ryan's labels.
All right.
I'm doing,
Why
man.
don't we let me do something real quick. We're gonna bump up Mundane because he needs to work on his hugs.
Mhm.
And why don't we lower his freak?
Okay.
Oh.
Cool.
Oh god. Oh god.
Why
What?
though? Why though?
I think I messed something up.
Okay. Your let's go by normally. Your danger is 3, your superior is 2, and everything else is 0. Is that right?
Freak goes down, so my freak is actually -2.
Are you sure?
It said -1 before, and lowering it now would be -2.
I did something derpy, didn't I? I think I did.
What's mundane? Because I accidentally scrolled up with it.
Yes. I did a derp. Mundane is 0, freak is -2, savior is 0,
Okay.
superior is 2, danger is 3. I accidentally raised 2 things. Your total was 5. Right? I derped up.
Yeah, I accidentally, when I was scrolling up through the thing, I scrolled up on mundane, and it put it up to 3.
Okay. Your
Because
mundane
that's what the
is
scroll wheel does, weirdly
Oh,
enough.
you got really good at hugging for a moment there.
no.
I will
Sure.
never be that good.
I know. Well, not with that attitude. Okay. You can. Okay, Ryan. You can clear a condition or mark potential. What are you doing?
I mean, both of them are good options. I can either get rid of my last condition or get one step closer to another advancement.
It'll be your 4th potential. So one more potential will get you your Third advancement, right?
Uh,
Yes. Yes.
would it be? Let's see. I've done
Sanctuary and 2 powers.
right. Yeah. So yeah, it would be my third. So yeah, I'm gonna do potential.
All right. Woo. Exciting. Excitement. Okay. All right. Next up is Nigella. Closer to the team, own image of yourself or away from the team. I feel the last
Can
one
I wait,
applies, but it's up to you.
myself?
What?
It will be weird if I say grow closer to the team, isn't it?
Yes. I think you have to explain who made you feel welcome, and I don't think anyone really did.
Well, if if Mr. Parks included, I'd say I'll be. I'm glad he grounded me.
Well, I think it's going to be like the last two, so any one of those I think applies, like grow into your own image or away from the team. I think both of those are pretty good. I think the last one is. It's up to you, really.
I don't think I think the Jella. Yeah. I'll grow into my image of myself.
Right? How do you see yourself and why?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was just so funny hearing you say I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Well, no. I mean, let's figure out how she sees herself. Um. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like, can anyone have any ideas? Maybe I don't know. Maybe she's kind of vengeful when someone does bad things to her. She doesn't like her stuff broken. She's apologetic for doing it, but she's also impulsive, I guess. I mean, does that sound about right? So, kind of impulsive, but also apologetic when you realize what you've done is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Do you really feel bad for doing it when Jake was, yelling at you, rebuking you?
In character, yes. Out of character, no.
Yes, well, like, out of character, like I meant in character. He was yelling at Nigel and not you, Janine. God dang it, man. Alright, okay. So shift one label up and another down.
I'll danger up, I guess, because it was
Um,
dangerous, I guess.
it was it dangerous of you? I don't like. Was it really dangerous? I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
The fact that she can do that kind of impossible stuff with her alien tech is pretty dangerous.
It is, isn't it? Okay. Yeah.
Actually,
Go.
yes, because if I fail that role, it will be bad.
Yes. Okay,
Don't
so
don't set places on fire, please.
danger up and what down?
Assessing the situation
So
or mundane.
mundane down? Assess is actually superior, right?
I'll say mundane down.
Okay, sure.
And
So you're going to be a even worse hugger.
yeah. I'm an alien. What do you expect? Don't have social standing.
A tree hug. Hug with your vines.
Drop you with a poison ivy.
Oh, jeez. Okay, and lastly is Alice. Closer to the team. Own image of yourself. Away from the team.
Closer to the team, and we'll pick Ryan because that's the default.
Okay, Ryan, you get to shift Alice's labels.
Um. Okay. What did she do today?
She comforted or supported you, but you can't actually raise mundane.
Yeah. Can, can you raise savior?
Yes.
Can, and actually, she was ready to interpose herself in front of Omar
Oh yeah, that's true.
to try to keep Minotaurus from tearing his head off and then feeding it to him.
Oh, that joke. That's a terrible joke, and I love it. It's so dire.
And then lower superior?
Savior up, superior down?
Okay.
Because she was technically getting in the way of a bull and a red cloth.
What the red cloth?
Omar is the red cloth. It's a metaphorical red
Oh,
cloth.
Yeah, that might not have been the wisest course of action because it's not like she was in armor or anything.
Okay, sure. Okay. Alice, you can clear a condition or mark potential.
We're marking potential.
I know, it's because you don't have any conditions. Okay. Yes, bulls are red colorblind. They don't see the red, they see the friggin' movement. Yes. Alright. Okay, so yeah, that was the session. Now, time for the cool outro scene that I wrote down somewhere that I will remember now. Where did I write it down? Where did I write it down? Of course, in our concession plans. Okay. Nope, Ray has a normal, like, he's not like, he's a minotaur. He's not an actual bull. It's like a. uh, oh boy. Okay, so it's time for the end scene. It's a very, like, it's like those shadowy high-rise skyscraper office room with a big, like, glass window and stuff. It's like LexCorp built the office room and stuff. Lex Luthor office room and stuff. And, a equally shadowy dude who is not bald, by the way, is sitting on the, office room boss chair thing stuff. And yeah, he receives a call about a call. Right? So the call shows up on his call shows up on the computer screen on the desk, and it shows an engineer in a lab coat, and he said, "Sir, we are proud to inform you that our Octodrone prototype Mark III is 100% operational."
No.
And he's like, "Mark III, Mark 1 was the original prototype. What happened to Mark 2?" The shadowy figure asks, and the camera kind of moves, and it shows another version of the of the robot, kind of on the floor with a bunch of holes through it. It Did it explode? No, not really, sir. It's the gyroscopic stabilizers who are misaligned, and it kind of fell and shot itself full of holes with its laser attacks. We fixed that now, but yeah. So the Mark III is operational, and you can see some of our testing footage, and it shows the footage of the robot going around a obstacle course with ease, with its spidery legs, rolling, like turning into an armadillo-like ball and rolling through, speeding up, using the rolling action, rolling to attack things, and also shooting lasers and stuff, and bullets and stuff. Yay! It's all very cool and terrifying. And the shadowy dude is like, that is good. You've outdone yourself. Give your team a round of applause from me. We'll be down. I'll be down later with some champagne. And everyone's like, "Woo, yeah!" and etc. Like hollers and stuff. So how soon can we begin production? Well, sir, we need to actually make the production line for that. We're going through some of our laboratory materials, and we can probably have a production line built in a week. And after that, we can build, say, a dozen octo drones every 2 or 3 days. Best guess. That's good. Keep me posted. And the thing turns off. Okay. And someone knocks on the door and opens. Yes. And this figure enters. This is, by the way, remember, it is out of character knowledge. It's just scenes that you're seeing that your characters are not seeing. And he's like, "Yes, what is it?" "Well, you told me to keep an eye on the closed Tynot arson case because you thought some of the HPDs might not be convinced. And it looks like that lady detective, Detective Torres, is hoping to reopen it. My contact in the HPD says that the case has been secretly reopened, but there's no official word for it, so I can't take his word for certain." Webb's like, "Well, our standard operating procedure. Try the carrot first, and if that fails, take care of it." And the dude is like, "Roger," and leaves. And the scene fades to black. And that was the end scene. Yay!
Oh, I do not like web labs.
I like how all these things are out of character and you literally cannot do anything. It's beautiful.
Well, thank you for running.
Alright, okay, so if anyone has anything to say before I end the video, you can do so. Blarg, stuff, I guess. Alright, so okay, thank you everyone for tuning in on session 11 of Masks Halcyon Australia, the Gauntlet. I've actually kind of debated on naming this whole verse as the Shield verse because it's based on the global shield of 1979, which is kind of a big deal in this verse. So yeah, so it's kind of a thing I'm working on. It's like, I don't know, blarg. All right. Anyway, jeez. All right. People are writing silly things. That's basically it. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Tune in next Sunday when the video goes up. Sorry, Saturday for next session where awesome things will happen at the museum, maybe, or it'll be extremely boring. Like, it's a museum. What do you even do at a museum? You just look at stuffs and boring old art and nude statues and stuff.
But museums is full of opportunities.
Anyway, thank you for tuning in. I'll catch you on the next time. Same universe, maybe same channel. I don't know stuff.